Yeah, but I mean, it was like so last minute.
No, I didn't even know we were having. But I can email it right now.
If you want your stuff, this is just in this opening credit.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Are that you will do well and you will be excellent in what you do. I leave you with these words. We celebrate you. We are proud of you. You are a Howard University graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Lawson Borders, for those kind words. Today, we'll be starting off this program with Dr. Tia Tyree. And so next year, Dr. Tia Tyree, she will be the longest serving professor in the department. So give it up for her. That's amazing. Yeah. So Dr. Richard Wright, he's retiring. He was or is currently the longest serving professor, but he's retiring. So Dr. Tia Tyree, who I've had the honor of being taught by, will be the longest serving professor, and she's amazing, let me tell you. So she teaches graduate and undergraduate communication courses with the focus in strategic communications and social media from an African American social and cultural perspective. Her research interests includes film, integrated in social media marketing, African American and female representation in media, as well as hip hop, rap, and reality TV. She has several published book chapters and peer-reviewed articles in top journals. So everybody welcome Dr. Tyree.
So Dr. Wright had been here for 50 years. So they said, well, can you do the welcome because you're the oldest one left? And I was like, wait a minute, what, am I really the oldest one? And then they clarified, so I felt a little better. But welcome. I don't want to duplicate what was said by the dean because she is the dean. But what I will say is you are at the Mecca. If this is your first time at the Mecca, we're going to do some call and response. If this is your first time here, can you make some noise? All right. If you are an alumna coming back or an alumnus coming back, can we hear you? All right. If you are an HU 2023 graduate ready to leave HU, can we hear you? All right. We pride ourselves on what we do. We have a dynamic faculty. We have a dynamic staff who are working hard every day to make sure that we produce the best graduates that we possibly can. We've been here since 1867 for a reason, because we know what we're doing and we know how to do it right, and we are proud every day that you entrust your babies with us. So thank you so much for that. Yes, we have a... Oh, okay. Yes. So let me clarify, because I actually have a PhD student who finished in August 2022, but we still all count you in 2023. So if you are a summer HU 2022 graduate, we can hear from you now. There you go. If you are a December 2022 graduate and you are here, can we hear from you? Anybody? There you go. So we didn't forget anybody. We still count you for 2023. So with that said, I will tell you that if you know me, you know that I'm a baseball mom. Sometimes we spend 12 hours on Saturdays, on Sundays, on the baseball field, only to get hardware or no hardware. And at the end of the day, sometimes you come home, you're a winner. Sometimes you come home a loser. So at the end of the day, I want you to know whether you come here, up here for a certificate or not, you are all winners because you leave with a Howard University degree. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Tyree, for those words. And next, I will be introducing our chair, Dr. Kabuma Langmia. Dr. Langmia is a Fulbright scholar, a professor and chair in the Department of Strategic, Legal, and Management Communications. He's a 2006 graduate from Howard's Communication and Media Studies program. Dr. Langmia has extensive knowledge and expertise in information communication technology, intercultural, cross-cultural, and international communication, Black diasporic communication theory, decolonial media studies, and social media and Afrocentricity. Since earning his PhD, he has published 16 books, He said he's currently writing 2, so amazing. I've got to give them a read. You all should as well. He has 17 book chapters and 11 peer-reviewed journal articles, and these are both nationally and internationally shared and enjoyed. So we'd like to welcome Dr. Langmia, and thank you so much for being here today with us.
You know, I like to walk the talk. We tell our students that when you're called up to the podium, don't rush. Take your time. Get the attention of the people. At you? At you? I want to address myself to the parents and significant others about these children that are graduating. They are the pathfinders of the community, African American community, for sure. They are also the movers and shakers of the gender and of the black ancestry. I didn't say black race. There's one human race, the black race. Humankind started in Africa, so never say white race, black race. No. The others migrated to other places. That's why they're different. But the first human being is black on earth. So I say black ancestry. My charge to this student is couched in a little abbreviation called STLC. STLC. Stop, think, listen before you communicate. I say this because you are not graduating from us here. You've taken courses like conflict communication management. At home, don't shout, don't yell, don't argue, listen. Stop when the emotions are rising. Then you think. Then you listen to yourself. You listen to the monologue before you communicate. Because you have a degree. You've been trained at the Mecca, the top black institution on planet Earth. Why STLC? Because even when you are admitted as a graduate student, we know you took courses from us, like strategic communication. You took principles of persuasion, advanced public speaking, and principles of speech. We don't want to hear this or like it's like critical race theory. What is it? It's like no. We don't want that. You should have vocabulary accuracy. Because this is a school of communication where we bring up not communicators like Martin Luther King, of course, but communicologists. Who are communicologists? Those who master verbal, non-verbal, and virtual forms of communication. And virtual forms of communication, you took social media integrated marketing. Avoid those opaque cases. Avoid red ink. Avoid exclamation mark. And like one of the research of one of my students, you are glued to this your cell phone and it's affecting mental health. You come asking us for great reconciliation where you spend 15 hours on this little thing. This student did a research and he realized it's affecting you. Now you are leaving us to work with McCann, to work with IBM, to work with all these companies to represent Howard. These your parents spend time, energy, and money, and here they are. They took off from work. Of course, some of them saying, oh, I have a doctor's appointment. Because they wanted to come and see you. Don't disgrace them. I'm begging you. I don't speak just for superlatives or just to make sure I hype. I tell the truth. I come back. STLC. Stop. Think. Listen before you communicate. Whenever you came to my office, oh, why did I fail? Oh, I always say, have you finished? Wait for somebody to finish before you interject. I am begging you. Because we spend time, these faculty members, which I'm about to introduce to their parents, spend time and energy to bring you up. Reflect the black ancestry, internationally and nationally. I beg you, when you are confronted by critical race theory, by all those who don't understand it, define it and pause. No, it's like. Thank you guys. Of course, I like this applause because these your parents, they will judge you now. If they see you arguing in the car as you are driving to Florida or wherever, if they see you arguing at home, they'll say, remember STLC. What is all this rush, anger? You studied anger management in conflict communication. You studied stress management. And some of all the professors I told, I don't get stressed. I don't get angry. Why? Because I apply STLC. All right, let me introduce the faculty members to the parents, and I just want to introduce those who are here. Let me start with, who am I seeing? Oh, Dr. Jean-Claude Quitonda. Please, can you rise? I just want you guys to look at the faculty that have prepared these students. Please give me a round of applause. Please remain standing, Dr. Jean-Claude. Remain standing. This guy specializes in health communication. Before we hired him, he had over 10 publications, both nationally and internationally. So when you talk about health, illnesses, and so on, this is somebody who has documented and have published and is well known. Go to the conference and listen to him speak. Have a seat, my brother. So what I'm saying is that people we hire to prepare your children, we vet them. You don't just write an application. We give you a class to teach. And then the students rate. Then you interview with the faculty vote. And then you come to the chair vote. And then the dean that you heard her speak, she too also vote. So your children were in the right hands. Give him another round of applause, please. Who am I singing? Oh, all right. Dr. Roger Caruth, please rise. Look at that man. Look at him. He is a guru in advertising from St. Vincent. How many of you know St. Vincent? Raise your hand. Yes. All those international advertising companies in New York, in Washington, D.C., all over. I don't even know where to even start. He knows a lot of them and have been. He and Professor Sherry Johnson-Ross, please rise. She is the coordinator for strategic communication, specializing mostly in advertising. She's the one who was telling the student we only have 1% of blacks in advertising. Why? Huh? Why? So when we prepare you, we want to see that Dove ad, or the ad in Walmart, it came from Howard student because she prepared them. Thank you, my dear Sherry. Who am I singing? Dr. Chuka Onwumechile. All right, please look at him. He used to be the chair and also the interim dean. He is the director of the Animal Honors Program. His specialty is sports communication. Can you imagine that students are not discovering and analyzing sports communication among the players and among the coaches? So he publishes extensively on that, both nationally and internationally. He's always on FIFA. Whenever there's a World Cup, he's there on TV. Look at the people who are preparing your kids, that they should master sports communication. Please give me a round of applause. Thank you. I think I saw Dr. Samantha Powers. Wow. Please look at her. So we are like the United Nations here. You know, we have everybody. We are like Martin Luther King. Don't judge people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That's a specialist. He's a general. She's a generalist, meaning that her area of research is burnout with lawyers. You know, lawyers are burned out, whether prosecutors or defense lawyers, they are always burned out, and so it affects the term of the case. So she specializes in that. Of course, she teaches in management communication as well as legal communication. Please give her a round of applause. All right, Dr. Emily Kramer. Right. Well, the shout is coming from the student because she's my assistant chair, meaning that when I'm not here, she takes over. Please give another round of applause because when As you heard that I write books, I travel nationally and internationally, and she covers the department for me. I'm so happy. In fact, I'm saying this from the top of my heart. I don't use the expression bottom of my heart. I don't know where you guys come up with that expression. From the top of your heart, because the blood is pumping to your brain. So from the top of my heart, Emily Kramer, who has over 16, 17 publications in health communication, who has brought all kinds of grants for us. Please give her a round of applause. I want to thank you so much. And talking about grandmanship, I think there is Dr. J. In Chong. Dr. J. In Chong, where is she? Wow! Look at her! This is a lady who has brought us millions to the department from NIH in health communication. So it's preparing the students about not necessarily just being in a classroom. I wonder those who are graduating today, you too, you should be writing grants and getting the money, because the government has this money for us. Those of you who've studied health communication, she has been able to prepare them. Thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Am I missing somebody? Oh, yeah! How can I do it? Please, Nicole Dillard, can you rise? Nicole Dillard. All right, of course, I'm very careful when I'm talking with her, because they are the law. They represent the law. They prepare our students for the law school. So I want to really say that we are so joyous to have you in the department, Dr. Nicole Dillard, because whenever I'm saying something, I say, wait a minute, Dr. Langmia, the First Amendment, the 14th Amendment, or the 8th Amendment. So she always reminds me for that. Thank you. I don't want to take so much long. Thank you so much, Shatera, for this. Thank you. I saw a hand making like this. I thought it was a hand clap. I miss out Dr. Charose King. Can you please rise? I call her doctor because she is also going to be our next doctor. Charose King, sorry, it's just because you know the tension being here. It's not all these eyes, it's not easy, even though we teach, but there's some energy in all these eyes. So sometimes you forget, not deliberately. So she is also in strategic communication. In fact, she's a guru in graphic design. In fact, she has even come up with a new course for us, communication design for the students. Thank you so much, Charose King. All right, who am I missing? Oh, wow! Brandel, please rise. Brandel, I didn't know you were here. Please give her a round of applause. She just got a baby. She has come with a baby. Wow. Yeah, we just hired Brandel. She was in New Mexico. So we brought her here, and she went through the grueling exercise of making sure that you are coming to meet those who are the Mecca. And she also graduated from Howard University. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Langmius, for such powerful and passionate words. And next, we will be moving on to the presentation of SLMC Awards. So we'll be moving on to our student speakers next. And we will be starting with Stacy Choi.
Okay, well, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I feel full of gratitude to be chosen to speak with my fellow SLMC peers. I first want to start off by congratulating you all for a job well done over the past 4 years. Graduating isn't an easy feat, but you all did that, so give yourselves a round of applause. As I reflect on my time at Howard and all that I've been able to accomplish, I question if I would have been able to do it all at another institution. Of course, I worked hard, but there's no doubt that the SLMC department and Howard University at large did not play an extensive role in exposing me to different opportunities. Being afforded the opportunity to learn from accomplished public relations, advertising, and law practicing professionals allowed me to get a multifaceted education that exposed me to different career paths and industries. It was through the Howard University and Omnicom partnership that I was able to tour a public affairs agency, which then helped me realize that it was a space that I wanted to occupy. And thus, it encouraged me to pursue my current position as a communications intern for the White House office. I've enjoyed being a member of Howard University. I've enjoyed being a member of Howard University's PRSSA chapter since my freshman year and becoming president of the first and largest HBCU PRSSA chapter. That was a great honor. Having access to so many agencies and organizations and being able to connect some of you all to them has been one of my proudest accomplishments in my Howard journey. Witnessing my peers engaging in panel-led discussions, being exposed to early career opportunities, both internships and entry-level roles, filled me with so much joy and pride, and it's reflective of the environment Howard and SLMC fosters, the idea that we are our own biggest advocates and that we need to continue to show up for each other whenever we make it into these spaces. The world is desperately in need of innovative, diverse storytellers, and it's important that we as SLMC graduates continue to put each other on so that we can be a part of the storytelling process. In addition to advocating for each other, I encourage you all to be proactive in increasing your skill set beyond this moment. Without a doubt, a college degree is one of the biggest stamps of approval you'll ever need, but why stop there? And that doesn't necessarily mean getting your master's and doctorate. And for those of you who are, congratulations on choosing to continue your education. But increasing your skill set can also mean pursuing certifications, finding what you're good at, and becoming an expert. It can be finding what you're not good at and also becoming an expert. It can mean joining networks beyond the one at Howard to get exposure to more like-minded individuals who serve the same purpose as you. For some, that would be becoming members of Public Relations Society, American Association of Advertising Agencies, American Bar Association, etc. Learning doesn't stop now. Continue to grow and watch more opportunities come your way. That's why I'm so grateful for the SLMC department for affording me the chance to always do more, for sending job opportunities and events my way, and for essentially giving me the platform to grow. Thank you again, Dr. Langmia and Dr. Kramer and the SLMC department for allowing me to speak to my peers and to put more fuel in your engines. I look forward to seeing what my graduating class accomplishes in the years to come and how we will continue to bring each other into these spaces each step of the way. Thank you and congrats.
Good job, good job.
Okay, so now we shall begin presenting our Exemplar Student Awards, and we will begin with the legal communication sequence. So please let me introduce you to Professor and Attorney Nicole Dillard. Nicole C. Dillard, Esquire, is an assistant professor in the department. Professor Dillard teaches in the legal communication sequence and is the assistant coach of the award-winning Howard University mock trial team. So that's amazing. When she's not teaching and advising students, Professor Dillard is a practicing attorney. Her research interests includes immigration law and policy, education policy, and labor and employment rights. So all, please welcome Professor Dillard.
Good afternoon. First, I want to recognize, and I'm sure the legal comm students are saying, where's Attorney Minor? So I'm going to give first recognition to Attorney Minor, who is the legal communications sequence coordinator that most, if not all of you all have had. If nothing else, you took her in ethical issues for those who weren't legal comm majors. But unfortunately, she's unable to be here today. As you all know, Attorney Minor is a sequence coordinator. She's the director of the physics department, which includes the award-winning mock trial teams and the award-winning debate teams. So I first want to make sure that we all give recognition to Attorney Minor. You all do not know how much of a commitment that she demonstrates to Howard, assuming the role of associate professor, coach of 2 teams, and practicing attorney. So today, with my colleague, Attorney Angela Minor, we congratulate and celebrate all of the students from the SLMC department, and specifically those students that I'm recognizing today in the legal communications department. We are both former law school professors, and we are the first stop for those of you who are in the legal communications who are pursuing law as a practice, or those who want to be legal analysts, or those of you who decided that the law is just not for you. We celebrate you all for reaching and accomplishing this great goal today, and we congratulate you from the bottom of our hearts. Regarding the legal communication exemplars, I want to say that we're highlighting these students among a whole group of excellent legal comm students. But these students are going to be recognized today not only because of their academic accomplishments, but really how they've shown up in our classes. They were actively engaged, they asked questions, and they demonstrated intellectual curiosity. Our first recognition today is Raya Henderson. Raya was a student in my class and an attorney minors class. I know in at least one of my classes that she doubled between my class and another class because the classes conflicted. While I know a lot of students have had to do this, what was most impressive to me is that she showed up to my class every single week. She would run in, she would engage in class, she would ask questions, she would participate, and I was like, wow, that's impressive, because I know she was running between my class and a Capcom class. I know that she completed her studies in December of 2022 and is taking a break before law school, but today I really wanted to celebrate her as one of the legal communications exemplars. Oh, sorry. This is the break she's taking. Sorry, she graduated in December 2022, and she's been on a break now, and she'll actually be going to American University for law school. So congratulations. The next person that I want to recognize, is Jameer here? Did he come in? Yeah. Oh, there he is, okay. I was looking for you to walk through. Is Jameer Starks. Now, here's the thing. Jameer is not graduating. So you're probably asking, well, why are we recognizing him today? He's actually technically just a third-year student or a junior. But Jameer is our first graduate of Howard University.
Remember to give them their awards.
Okay, sorry. I got to give Raya her award. I'll do that in 1 second. Jameer is our first graduate of our BA JD combination program, which means that he's completed 3 years of a bachelor's degree, or 3 years of his bachelor's degree program, and is now going to Howard University Law School as a law student. This is an incredible, we had another student apparently that started this program but decided, no, I'm just going to do my 4 years at Howard and, make my way on. But this is such a notable accomplishment, because imagine he had to do all of that work in 3 years, take the bar exam, technically get admitted into Howard, and is now going to be starting with Howard University Law School in the fall. And we know that he's probably going to be with his law school classmates, in 3 years, and probably won't make his way back over here. So we wanted to make sure that he and all of his accomplishments are recognized. So let's give a hand clap to Jameer. There you go. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Wow. Raya, can you come back up quickly? I'm also going to recognize that she's one of my newest baby sorors, so. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Diller, and congrats to our legal comms exemplars. Y'all are so deserving. Next, we are moving on to our management communication sequence exemplars. So please let me introduce you to Dr. Jae-Eun Chung. Dr. Chung is an associate professor in SLMC and the sequence coordinator for management communications. Her areas of expertise includes new media technologies, their psychosocial impacts, and health communications. Her work has been published in Journal of Communication, Communication Research, Journal of Computer-Mediated Communication, Journal of Health Communication, and Computers in Human Behavior. So all, welcome Dr. Chung.
Thank you so much for coming to this special event. I want to say when I was graduating from my college, I didn't really understand why my parents, my grandparents, they come and have cry in their eyes. It's such a joyful moment. But now that I have my own kids, I do understand why they cry at this ceremony. Last year is my younger boy's kindergarten graduation, and I cried because all these memories. The first moment that I have my kids in my arms, the first moment they walked, the first moment they sang a happy birthday song to me, the first, all those first moment memories came back and then flashback, and it just make me cry. I just want to say that today must be one of those special milestones for your family. So I really want you to fully enjoy this moment with your loved ones. And I also want to say to students that you probably are here because of your parents, because of your caregivers, because of your guardian, because of the people who loved you, who supported you throughout this journey. So I want to give a round of applause to all the people who are here celebrating this moment together. I talk a lot about my kids in my class because they are the word to me. When I come to school, my students are word to me, and when I go home, my kids are they are my word to me. And they ask me a lot of questions. The kids always ask us silly questions. But one of the things they ask me a lot is that, Mom, why are you, why do you teach? Or why do you decide to become a teacher? Or why do you become to work in a university? And I think the biggest reason is I want to share what I know, what I learned from other people, my mentors, my advisors, my teachers. But also, I have this great amount of joy when I see my students learn something new. Or more importantly, I love seeing my students grow their love for learning. So I want my students who will become the former student, I think after tomorrow, I do not want you to stop learning. I want you to keep learning. Even at a moment that you feel like there's nothing to learn, I think there's always something to learn. So I really want you to keep learning and keep remembering the great moment that you have at Howard. Another thing that I want to say to the parents, to the loved ones, is that I want to thank you for trusting us and sending your kids to HU, SLMC, because I learned it so much from your kids. The classroom is I really love my job because in every classroom, I learn something from my students. It's not just me teaching to the students. I also learn from my students, and I learned it so much from you. So thank you so much for sharing what you know in the classroom. Without further ado, I want to introduce the Exemplar Award. I also want to recognize three other faculty members in my sequence: Dr. Chuka, Dr. John Claude, and then Dr. Samantha Powers. We have a lot of this. We have a lengthy discussion on whom we want to give this Exemplar Award because we really wanted to give the award to everyone. So it was a very hard decision. Not using my own word, but using the word of the Dr. Chuka, I want to introduce Sydney Taylor. Is she? Where is she? Do you want to see you? There we go. Which one is it? Thank you so much. So, using the word of the Dr. Chuka, Sydney was always a top performer in my class and went the extra mile with the research to support any claims that she made in her papers. She did not simply rely on the textbook, and she always went above the expectations. Okay. The next award that I want to introduce is for the Desjardins. Is she here? Deja? Oh, okay. So maybe she's getting late. So still, I want to recognize her. So Dr. Quitunda said she asked research questions that prove the intersection of the organizational structures, employees' mental well-being, and the productivity. She deserves the exemplar award in particular because she consistently demonstrated openness in learning new skills, a strength that will continue to serve her well beyond the college. So congratulations to everyone, and I really want you to fully enjoy this special moment with your loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chung, and congrats to our management communications exemplars. Next, we will be awarding our exemplars for the strategic communication sequence. So please let me introduce you to Professor Cheryl Johnson and Dr. Emily Kramer, who I personally have had the pleasure of being taught and mentored by. Professor Johnson is an associate professor and directs the strategic communication sequence in SLMC. She teaches advertising, research, and other related media courses and has an eclectic background as an advertising practitioner with over 25 years of experience. She began her career in radio in the Washington, D.C. market, writing commercials, selling syndicated radio programs, and working for top-rated stations, including NBC and ABC-owned stations. She's enjoyed a successful 14-year career at the Washington Post, ultimately managing a $150 million advertising sales department. Dr. Kramer is an assistant professor and assistant chair in the department. A preeclampsia survivor, Dr. Kramer is interested in improving communication around hypertensive disorders of pregnancy and conditions that disproportionately impacts Black women. With 10 years of industry experience in public relations, Dr. Kramer is also the faculty advisor for the university's D. Park Gibson chapter of the Public Relations Student Society of America. So, all, if you please welcome Professor Johnson and Dr. Kramer.
She's worried that she sees Dr. Caruth and says, should I have introduced him as well? We're bringing Dr. Caruth up too, which is our strategic communications professor and helps us out with advertising too. So let's give Dr. Caruth a hand. And you've been introduced to him. The Strategic Communications Division has advertising and public relations students, and like Dr. Langmuir was saying, less than 3% are in high-level to mid-level to high-level positions. So our voices are very well heard and appreciated, and those that we have had the pleasure and the blessing to train here at Howard, we're looking for them to be the next leaders and change agents in the industry. So let's give our graduates a hand in strategic communications. Okay. All right, you can start. All right, advertising exemplar, Armani Brown. Can he come forward? Let me say something about Armani, and I'm not going to get too personal, but we know his story. And his story is one that I know he will share later when he's at a platform speaking to millions of people, because you are a billionaire at this point, and showing people how being resilient and still caring and handling your business and plowing through a difficult time to be on this side. And these two professors, if we can hold it together and not have tears, have stories to tell too. But one thing I would like to say, I remember COVID, we all remember, and it's still here, right? But at the thick of it. And I believe it was either before the vaccines or really closely around that time. And we were all on Zoom calls. You remember that Zoom class, remember students, right? And many students were challenged with just how to feel about Zoom and getting on video or not being on video, just so much happening. And at a time when Armani could have found so many excuses not to be seen, either on video or just to be present, he was always present. Even if he was walking down the street, wherever he was, and you could see the blue sky, the clouds, he was there engaged. And when I say there were challenges going on behind the scenes, they were huge challenges going behind the scenes, to the point where I don't know how many of us here today would have been that resilient. But whatever was going on in his life, he always showed up for class. If he couldn't, he let you know in advance. And you would not even know what was happening in the quality of work that he would put through, and just continue to keep in touch with you, communicate with you about what's happening, and being very conscientious of your work. You can't teach that. That has something to do with character. And your character and your work ethic and your kindness for other people and your resilience is going to make you that billionaire, that person that people feel comfortable coming to talk about not only your Howard experience, but what businesses you started in this world. And we know that you will reach back and pull people up with you because you're that kind of person. So our advertising exemplar is Armani Brown, and I know that Dr. Caruth would like to say something too. I just got to love you too.
Hey, how you doing? Good. How you too? Well, it's great to be here. So I've been teaching since 1999, even though I don't look like it, right? But straight out of law school, and I'm sure some of my colleagues here could agree, when you recognize those students, as our Professor Johnson talked about, that you'll see 10, 15 years from now, and you know their success wasn't by chance, you can look at Armani and see that. I'm a very visual person, so I remember the conversations we had from the Zoom classes, Stratcom, from Louisiana to Houston, calling from the call center at work during the break so she could let me know about, he could let me know about the assignments, what's going on, and just kind of, as Professor Johnson said, constant communications. When we were back in person, attending class every day, no excuses, and to see you here now, it's great. And I just want to say congratulations.
Just one follow-up. I just wanted to say that you exhibit incredible leadership, and we witnessed that in Capcom Lab with Armani's leadership with a team that just won an award for the PSAID GIF Cash is Best campaign. Nice job. So you truly are the professional that you aspire to be. Congratulations.
And here's his award.
Okay, I have the privilege of presenting the PR Exemplar Award, and we had a little glitch in the script here, and she wasn't able to be presented in the way that she deserves to be presented, so I would like to just go ahead and present information to you about Miss Stacy Choi. Hailing from Jersey City, New Jersey, Stacy Choi is a senior strategic communications major. She is concentrating in public relations and minoring in business administration. She serves as the president of the D. Park Gibson chapter of PRSSA, the largest and oldest HBCU chapter in the United States. Yes, that is correct. She is chief of staff for the National Council of Negro Women at Howard University. She is a member of the 2022-2023 HBCU in LA cohort, a ColorCom Next Generation HBCU Fellow, a member of the inaugural Howard cohort at the ADPR Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, and a mentee in the PRNet BIPOC Mentorship Program. She has interned with NBC Precision Strategies and today in the Office of Communications at the White House. Suffice to say, Stacy epitomizes the phrase, make no small plans. And we are proud to welcome her as our student speaker and our PR exemplar. Come on up, Stacy. I'm going to talk a little bit more about you as you're coming up. I was approached this year because the Myra D. Blackman ADPR Academy wanted representation from Howard University. Welcome. Wanted representation from Howard University. Of course, they wanted to have students from the Mecca represented. I knew that if I went to Stacy, the president of PRSSA, and said, "Can you do this?" she would say yes. And not only did she go, but she recruited 3 of her colleagues to attend and won first place in the case competition at the ADPR Academy. So with Stacy at the helm, Howard didn't just represent, it dominated. So in terms of the phrase, make no small plans, Stacy is this exquisite blend of poise and passion. And as a professional, she continues to represent Howard and the White House, but I don't think she's stopping there. She is our 2023 PR exemplar. We wish the best to her and congratulate her on all her accomplishments. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Good job, Dara.
Alrighty, so next we will have Dr. Langmia join us once again to distribute the 2023 Chairman's Award. So if you could join us, Dr. Langmia.
All right, I'm back here. I want you guys to really look at this person who is coming here to receive the Cheers Award carefully. 1, Bicentennial Frederick Douglass Award for Howard University. This person got it. Secondly, PRSSA Fellow Award. This person got it. Thirdly, I traveled with this student to Dallas, Texas, for them to present at the National Association of African American Studies. She was one of those students, when they presented, they thought they were PhD students because of the quality of academic knowledge and presentation and speech delivery. Until when this student came to me and said, "Look, this is a card that was given to me by one of the participants. And this was one of the top executives," and said, "Look, follow up, we will recruit you." And I still have that card. Last but not the least, I recommended this person without knowing that this person will represent Howard in such a way that I'll get a call from 2 universities. I recommended this person for the HBCU
first ones. Yeah, and what they are. You see? Yeah. You want to go first?
We're going to go out of order.
Yeah, we're going to. Well, no, you go first. No, we'll go in order. We'll go in order.
Sorry, sometimes we're worse than the children. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to be giving out awards about just some students that we found were just standout students for any variety of reasons. My first award is, or certificate rather, is in recognition of being the most promising future leader in general, and we have this going to Dara McQuaig. Is Dara here? Okay, she's not here. All right, I won't say anything right now. All right. The next one is in recognition of being the best academic scholar, and this one's going to go to Mason Odom. I saw the next award for legal comm is going to go to, in recognition of being the most conscientious, and this award is going to Emil Vaughn. This is what happens when they're so cool, they just kind of slide on up. I guess we should tell them to do the Price is Right rundown. And finally, and I'm not sure if he's here, I didn't see, Xavion Goodall, are you here? I just want to say something about Xavion for a second. This is in recognition of having quiet strength. I'm emphasizing this because Xavion was in several of my classes. I know Attorney Minor's class. If you all have ever had him as a student, he is the most, I can't put into words who Xavion is, but this is one smart brother, and I think you all should just be ready to watch out for him.
All right, I'm back. I would like to start off with Ashton Daniels. Ashton. Oh, so that, see what I'm talking about? So Ashton from Georgia, right? And I try to get to more of my students, not only where they're from, but what their aspirations are, what they want to do. And I've had him since his sophomore year, one of the best student athletes that I've had. Very consistent, great athlete, served as a student leader in the classroom, but also wanted to do good with his degree. He didn't just want to go to the advertising agency or make some money. He wanted to find out where he can go to help with his degree and be in the social services, which is kind of unique in this day and age. So I wanted to recognize him and tell him thank you, and we look forward to his success. All right. The next award is for Best Academic Scholars. Ariane Peterson here. So she's not here? Okay. All right. Well, just a little backdrop. Ariane is locally from Baltimore. Came to class on time. Has her own blog, has aspiration to be an entrepreneur. She reached out as she progressed to ask for a recommendation, and she got accepted into the Strategic Legal Management program at Columbia University, and she'll be starting in the fall. All right, the next award is for most conscientious, is Christian Carter here. So Christian, again, another student athlete, plays football, starting tight end. One of the scholar athletes. He had several opportunities. He's originally from Detroit, Michigan. Had opportunities to do internships with the NBA, the NFL. Decided to use his last year eligibility to go to grad school. He had an opportunity to go to Tennessee State or Northern Illinois University. He accepted the opportunity to get his MBA at Northern Illinois University. He'll start in the fall, and also will be the starting tight end this year. So I want to congratulate Christian. And last but not least, I want to recognize a young lady that you guys have been familiar with, and she has been the MC for today's event. Shatira Robinson. Excellence in Leadership Awards, and there's been so many examples. When I had her for sophomore year coming out of COVID, extremely reserved, extremely shy. After that class, I missed a semester or two. She came in this last year, and it's a total night and day, as you can tell. She wouldn't do this in class, but she's doing this in front of 100 people. So, again, one of the few students who fully taken advantage of the opportunities presented to her. She was one of the students that traveled with Professor Johnson and I to New York, to McCann advertising agency, where she subsequently got several different offers and opportunities, and we went back and forth about which one to take. I think she's going to do well there. Her and another student, Troy, represented Howard in the pitch competition with Spotify as a client, and I think it was Universal McCann, and they represented Howard very well. I believe they came in second place and received an award for that as well. And just an all-around leader in all regards. She would call if we had a guest speaker, any opportunities to come up. She'd be the first one to offer and volunteer and take on a leadership role regardless of what everyone else was doing. And I look forward to seeing where she ends up beyond today. So I wanted to congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much. I have a lot, so I'm going to skip some of the details. So is Zion Lane here? Zion, are you here? Are you here? Hi! I haven't seen you in a while. Former Miss Kathy Hughes School of Communications, and you're being awarded in recognition for being the best academic scholar. Thank you. Yes. Is Naya Bernuccio here? Naya, come up, please. I did not have the privilege of teaching you, but you are being recognized for excellence in creativity. There you are. You're welcome. China Anthony, are you here? China Anthony? Yes, come on up. I teach 400 level courses, so they can slide around me a little bit, so I don't get the privilege. You're being recognized for being the most determined in our sequence. That's for you. Is Taylor Longs here? Taylor's not here. I personally work with her in a few classes, and I wanted to recognize her for her leadership and skills. As you heard, we have the largest HBCU chapter of PRSSA, and that is entirely due to the hard work of Dr. Emily Kramer. So thank you for that. So we wanted to honor those who have worked alongside her, and that is just Char Lane, who is the vice president. Come on up. No small feat to wrangle over 60-plus students. Congratulations, and thank you for all your hard work. Yes, and the president of PRSSA, Stacy Troy again. As they say, walk slow, walk slow. And we also have a very unique class in our sequence. Advertising and public relations students take it. It's called Capcom Lab, which is short for Capstone Communications Laboratory. It is a student-run firm. We have real clients. The professors who teach it actually have to go out and solicit clients if they don't come to us for strategic communications help. It is the moment where we are asking students to perform like entry-level staff members, that we have account executives. They each have a job description and a responsibility. It is the crown jewel of our sequence, and this is the moment where we recognize, those who are going to go out and be trailblazers. And it starts on the first day when we ask someone to be a team leader or an account executive. And for everyone here, we know we hate group projects, either at work or in school. This is a 16-week group project. So you can imagine what's that like. So for someone to step up and say that they want to take control of that and they want to be a leader, we want to highly recommend them and recognize them today. So Adriana Fraser, come on up, please. Are you here? All right. Oh, man, I'm going to mess this up. Anila Domino? Please tell me your name. I'm so sorry. She was fall 2022. Angelia?
Yeah.
I know.
Domino.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I had her in social media. Michael Hart Powell. Come on. How are you, ma'am? You're welcome. And to Charlene again. They were in fall 2022. Thank you. And to my spring 2023, Jayla Logan. Jayla did Jumpstart. We had over 100 3- and 4-year-olds in here enjoying the day and reading. It was quite a moment. Brielle Smith again. She was with the Consulate of the Bahamas, and they had an event here as well, so that was enjoyable. Jay Smith, are you here, Jace? No? She had a Caju Creamery out of Baltimore, Maryland, so that was a yummy client. And Taylor, she had Sankofa across the street. And Armani Brown, you were down here, Heidi. He was a fall 2022. Who was your client?
USAID.
Yeah, oh, that's when you won. Oh, congratulations to you. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. I'm all done.
Okay, we did go out of order, but I'm glad because it gave me an opportunity that I didn't know that I needed to take, and I took it. There is one more strategic comm student that is being recognized here today. However, technically, he is an interdisciplinary studies student, so I stole his certificate from Dr. Caruth. So I do want to honor Kobe Fox as... I'll tell you why StratCom's honoring him, but first I want to tell you why I stole the certificate. So I will also invite up, oh, here she is, Professor Johnson. Yes. So I am the coordinator for the School of Communications Interdisciplinary Studies program, which functions as a separate concentration in SLMC and also in our Media Journalism Film Communication Studies program. And this is for students who don't see everything that it is that they want to pursue and become an expert in, and the path that they want to go on isn't quite defined for them in any of our programs at School of Communications. So they work with a committee of faculty to create their own degree program, combining communications with other areas of interest. And so the reason I'm inviting Professor Johnson here is she served as the committee chair for his final research project as part of the Interdisciplinary Studies program. And part of the reason that I'm particularly excited to honor Kobe Fox is this program has been in existence at the School of Communications since 2013. However, it went a little dormant with COVID. And so the last time that we've had a graduate of interdisciplinary studies at the School of Communications was in 2019. So Kobe Fox is our first graduate of interdisciplinary studies since COVID. So I am going to step aside for a moment before I give the strategic communication honor and first have Professor Johnson speak a little bit about her student.
So there were 3 professors who had the honor of working with Kobe. and I chaired his committee. And at his final presentation of his project, and he'll definitely tell you this is true, we all called him Professor Fox. So give him a hand. I mean, it was just that remarkable, just that professional, and very well done. So Kobe is also one of our students who were selected for the prestigious program of Howard Entertainment. And our provost is here, and he has a lot to do with that program, which is Howard University saw a need to increase the representation of African Americans and training of African Americans in the area of the entertainment industry. And we know that we are big consumers of entertainment, and our voices need to be heard. So Kobe was a student from the PR discipline, but we also had legal from the law school, production, which is also in the School of Communications, marketing in the School of Business, and also the School of Fine Arts, where the students were script writers. So I'm going to allow, and Kobe did a wonderful job, and he went to Hollywood and worked with Amazon Entertainment last summer. He's always getting very high marks and comments. He always takes it a step further.
I think so.
Yes, you do. And he's always prepared. I'm going to let him just briefly talk a little bit about the project that he did for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Professor Johnson-Ross. So if I could speak a little bit about what I did for my degree program, was working with the SOC Council here. You've had the opportunity to meet some of the older members, like the former Miss Kathy Hughes, but it's so much bigger than that. It's a council made up of students of the communications college, and the whole goal is to make programming for the students in this room. And that's always been our goal, it's always been our dream. And so this semester we were able to work with the MJFC, which we don't normally see a lot of, but we were able to put on a festival for all of the eligible seniors and juniors and people who wanted to show their films, because it's so important for them to have the platform as student filmmakers, because there's not always room, there's not always the space for Black filmmakers to have the room to be seen and to be celebrated. And so this semester it was my honor to work with my members of the MJFC and the Shine Council and Communications Administration to work on just giving these truly brilliant Black creatives the ability to show their art. So it was a wonderful job, and thank you to Dr. Powers and Professor Johnson-Ross and my other professors on the program as well. It was a true honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, don't go. Okay. So it should come as no surprise that the certificate of merit that the strategic communication professors chose for Kobe Fox is in recognition of being the most promising future leader. Okay, you can go.
I can go.
Oh, goodness. That's when it usually does that horrible sound. I'm glad it didn't. Okay, so now I am up here for management communication sequence or concentration to honor a few of our students as well. And our first honoree is in recognition of excellence in service, and that is Marissa Pearson. Specifically, the service that Marissa helped us with is she sat on the assessment committee as a student representative for our recent reaccreditation with ACEJMC, lots of letters. It stands for Accrediting Council of Education in Journalism and Mass Communication. We have been accredited by ACEJMC since 1986, and we are very proud to announce that by a unanimous 18-0 committee vote, we have been reaccredited by ACEJMC. It's finally able to be public until the next time we have someone who is as wonderful as Marissa to sit on our committee for our review again when we're up again in 2029. So thank you, Marissa. Next, in recognition of being the best academic scholar, I have some words that I wanted to share first before I name our honoree. In the words of her professor, Dr. Chuka, she is a good and reliable student, helps others to learn, which I believe is a particular Howard University student trait. Top-notch, detailed work and good ideas that she always shares in the classroom, and that is Kendall Dunn. Okay, and our final honoree, in recognition of excellence in class participation. I will tell you, this is always a difficult thing to recognize in a Howard University student, is the reason that I fell in love with teaching at Howard. Before I came to Howard, I was a graduate student. This is my first and hopefully only faculty position, because this is where I fell in love with teaching. And it's specifically because of the participation of our Howard students in the classroom that makes me love teaching. And so participating as a student at Howard is a particular skill and expertise that I believe all Howard students have. So to honor a student specifically for participation among all those who participate every day in our classrooms, we have chosen a student whose name kept coming up with each of us in the group that looked at the potential honorees for management communication, and her name kept coming up, and I will tell you the reason that her name kept coming up. I'm about to reveal a little bit behind the curtain. Professors write a lot of letters of recommendation. It's one of the things that we are most honored and most dedicated to doing, but very, very rarely recognized, how many letters of recommendation that we write every single semester. Am I right, colleagues? It's not even a list for our performance review of how many we write, so no one even knows, but it's up there. Trust me, we're talking hundreds. So at any rate, one of the things that I find myself actually writing frequently, and I feel bad sometimes writing it more than once about a student, but I think it exemplifies a Howard student's participation in the classroom. And these are the words that I have used more than once, and it is the reason that Howard students stand out among all other college students. And it is the reason that we would like to honor Carrie Barnes for her excellence in participation, because she herself exemplifies poise and confidence and participation in sharing of ideas without being apologetic or overbearing. And that is Carrie Barnes to the T. So, is she here? She is not here. We will get this to her, we promise. Okay. Thank you all.
Alrighty, before we move on to the pinning, I just want to spin back and just introduce Dr. Powers and Dr. Caruth quickly. So Dr. Samantha Ray Powers is a generalist in the department with teaching and practical experience across the 3 major areas of study. She's earned her BS in Public Relations at the University of Florida while gaining work experience in media relations, event planning and coordinating, and hospitality management. And she also earned her master's in JD at the University of Florida, including coursework in strategic public relations, media law, employment law, negotiation, mediation. So she's very well seasoned. And then Dr. Caruth, he received his BA in Mass Communications from Clark Atlanta University, received the MPA in International Administration and Development Management, and then he also went to Atlanta's John Marshall Law School, where he received his JD before coming to Howard and receiving a doctorate in philosophy for communication and media studies. So these professors are all just amazing people, and they have just been very fundamental to our development here at Howard. So I just want to thank them all again. And lastly, we will be moving on to the final portion and the most important portion of this ceremony today. So that is going to be the pinning of us graduates, and that will be led by Professor Johnson. So if you will come up. Thank you, Professor Johnson.
Okay, we're going to make this really quick, but definitely very meaningful. Can we have all of the graduates kind of line up over here, and you can line up in the front row and kind of curve it back to the back wall. And our professors, if we can have, and our leaders in our strategic legal management communication come to the right, because we're going to need your help pinning. So this is what we're going to do. This is our last assignment that we're going to give to you. So when you come forward, I want you to give your Howard introduction so we know what that is, and then just say what you're doing after graduation. Now you see these pins here, and it's a rose, and as we know, there are petals that are on flowers, and each petal is unique, shaped differently, and has its own character. So each of our students are unique, shaped differently, and have their own character. So when you wear these pins, it comes with, hopefully it will remind you of this day, and it will remind you of your experience at Howard, your experience in the Strategic Legal Communication Department, and not only how much you learned, but how much that you're going to give back later. So as you come up, just say your Howard introduction, you take a pen, and then you say what you're going to do after Howard, and then one of the Howard professors will pin you. So if our professors can kind of line up over here in the leader so you can help with the pinning, because we have many wonderful students. Okay, come forward.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mason Odom. I'm a graduating senior from Houston, Texas. I majored in legal communications with a minor in criminology, and I will be taking a gap year where I'll be spending 6 months in Puerto Rico doing a legal internship and then going to law school.
All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Angelia Domino. I am a graduating senior from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I will be working at Disney in September after graduation. So.
Also, Dr. Kramer, can you help me, please?
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Marissa Pearson. I am a graduating senior from Huntsville, Alabama. I majored in media management communications with a minor in business administration. And later this summer, I'll be starting with JP Morgan in New York.
Hi everyone, I am Zion Lane, an honors graduating senior public relations major and theater arts minor from Durham, North Carolina. And after graduation, I will be moving to New York to work as a theater department associate with Creative Artists Agency.
Wow. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, I'm Brooks Welch. I was a strategic legal management communications major with a concentration in public relations with a minor in graphic design, and I am a creative entrepreneur and a digital marketing specialist.
All right, congratulations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jada Bourne. I'm a graduating senior legal communications major, political science minor from Dallas, Texas by way of Rochester, New York, and this fall I will be attending GW Law School.
Hello everybody again. My name is Kobe Fox. I'm a graduating senior majoring in strategic communications and interdisciplinary studies from Richmond, Virginia, and I am currently working for Field Trip Productions, a production company in Los Angeles.
And you know what? I was just thinking the graduates should come up on the stage because we know we're going to need a picture of you. So if you don't mind coming up on the stage after you're pinned.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Jakayla Blackshear. I am a graduating senior legal communications major, political science minor, originally from Norfolk, Virginia. And after graduation, I will be taking a gap year to prepare for law school.
All right. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Naya Bernashow. I'm a graduating senior public relations major, English minor from Austin, Texas, and I'll be taking a gap year before going back to grad school.
Congratulations.
Hi
Hi everyone, my name is Stacy Choi. I'm a SLMC major with a concentration in public relations and a business administration minor from Jersey City, New Jersey. And after I graduate, I'll be continuing to do comms at the White House.
All right. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name is Erin Imes. I'm an SLMC major, concentration in organizational communications, poli-sci minor, and next fall I will be moving to Houston where I will be attending Rice University on a full ride scholarship to receive my master's in architecture.
Hi everyone, my name is Janae Cuffey. I'm a graduating senior legal communications major and philosophy minor from Brooklyn, New York. And I currently work and I will be continuing working with a nonprofit organization called the Safe Sister Circle. And we provide legal services to Black women in Southeast DC who've been affected by domestic violence. And I'll be taking a gap year before law school. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Armani Brown, a senior advertising major, criminology minor from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this summer, I had the pleasure of going to New York City to work as a summer resident for Wieden & Kennedy, which is a global advertising company.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Lyric Burnett. I am a graduating senior legal communications major, theater arts minor from Raleigh, North Carolina. And after graduation, I will be going to New York for the summer where I'll be interning with the NBA as a youth development fellow. And then after that, I'll be returning to DC where I accepted a full-time job offer as a paralegal at Gilbert LLP.
Congratulations. Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Andre Wilkes. I'm a graduating legal comm major, philosophy minor from Detroit. And I'll be attending University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business to get a master's in social entrepreneurship.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Hart Powell. I am a graduating senior public relations major, community development minor from Detroit, Michigan. And this fall, I will be attending USC on the Global Media and Communication Studies program.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Sienna Williams. I'm a senior strategic communications major with a concentration in public relations, Afro-American Studies minor from New Orleans, Louisiana. And this summer, I will be starting at the PR firm Edelman for their inaugural early careers program as an assistant account executive in their healthcare practice.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Jayla Logan, and I'm a graduating senior strategic legal and management communications major with a concentration in public relations and a minor in Afro-American studies. And I'm currently pursuing a PR fellowship before I go back to school, hopefully to get a master's in PR or music business.
Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Stanton Hare. I am a graduating public relations major, sociology minor from West Philadelphia. Yes, born and raised. For this summer, I will be continuing on my internship as a PR assistant for a real estate agency, and then I will be moving back to Philadelphia to begin training as a teacher.
My name is Justin May. I am a legal comm major, criminology minor. I am from the Bronx, New York. And after this semester, I will be taking a gap year and I will be going to law school afterwards. So thank you.
Congratulations. Hi everyone, my name is China Anthony. I'm a graduating senior public relations minor, public relations major, sports administration minor from Chicago, Illinois. And this summer I'll be interning with the NBA as a marketing intern.
Hi everybody, my name is Naya Palmer. I am a PR major, Spanish minor from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I will be working in my career before hopefully going to get my PhD in Spanish.
Congratulations. All right.
Hello everyone, I'm Xavier Goodall, graduating senior, legal communications major, political science minor from Caroline County, Virginia. I'll be taking a gap year before going to law school.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Jada Howard. I'm a graduating senior from Houston. I'm a legal comms major, political science minor, and
For my future plans, I just got accepted to Syracuse College of Law.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Kendall Dunn. I am an honors graduating senior media management major, business administration minor from Atlanta, Georgia. And starting in the fall, I'll be attending the University of Southern California to obtain my master's in PR and advertising.
Hi everyone, my name is Storm White. I'm a graduating senior legal communications major, African American studies minor from DC, and I will be taking a gap year before starting law school in the fall.
Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Deshar Lane. I am a graduating senior public relations major, poli-sci minor from Virginia. In post-graduation, I plan to continue fostering my LLC Lane Public Relations.
Hello everyone, my name is Jalen Davis and I'm a graduating senior legal communications major, sociology minor from Kingston, New York. This summer I'll be an associate at McLaughlin & Stern LLP, and then this upcoming fall I'll be getting my master's at Howard and headed to law school next fall.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Raya Henderson. I'm a fall 2022 graduate. My degree is in strategic legal and management communications, and I had a minor in painting. I am currently a paralegal at Malahi and Associates. They practice wages and hourly law. And this coming fall, I will be at American University to get my Juris Doctorate.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Genesis Lewis. I'm a graduating senior legal communications major, political science minor from Los Angeles, California. And I'm going to take a gap year and work at a tech consulting firm, and then I'll be going to law school in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney Stewart. I am a graduating senior legal communications major, sports administration minor from Baltimore, Maryland. And in the fall, I will be obtaining my master's in sports administration at Columbia University.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sydney Taylor. I'm a graduating senior strategic communication major with a concentration in organizational communication and a minor in sports administration. And this fall, I'll be attending Columbia University as an HBCU fellow, getting my master's in sports management.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla Seegers. I am an honors graduating senior legal communications major, sociology minor from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I will be taking a gap year before starting law school in the fall.
Congratulations.
Yay. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am Shatera Robinson. I am a graduating senior strategic communications major with a concentration in advertising and a minor in Afro studies. Originally from Harlem, New York, where I'll be returning to work in Manhattan. Yeah. I'll be working in Manhattan at McCann, New York, and I'm really excited, so yeah.
Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nadia Wuta. I am a graduating senior legal communications major, community development minor from PG County, Maryland. And following graduation, I'll be working with the DC HFA this summer and then attending Howard Law in the fall.
Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lena Levette. I'm a recent Fall 22 SLMC graduate, and since graduating, I've been working with PBS as an audience services associate.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Kiara Brown. I'm a senior legal communications major and political science minor from Staten Island, New York. This summer, I'm going to be going to Charlotte to work with Robert Smith Fund II Foundation in partnership with Wambleban Dickinson's transatlantic law firm. And then law school after.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Brianna Calloway. I'm a senior strategic legal management communications major, concentration in legal communications, political science minor, and this summer I'm going to be taking a gap year in between law school, hopefully Howard Law, and I'm in the process of joining Stern and Kessler law firm in DC, which is intellectual property, or I specialize in.
Hello, I'm Jaimir Starks. I am a honors graduating junior. I was a legal communications major with no minor because I couldn't do that. And I'm from Creston, South Carolina by way of Hampton Roads, Virginia. And I'll be attending Howard University School of Law in the fall.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Emil Vaughn. I'm a graduating senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Legal communications major, political science minor, and I am currently a congressional staffer for the U.S. House of Representatives.
Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brielle Smith. I am a graduating honors public relations major, sociology minor from Atlanta, Georgia, and after graduation, I'll be traveling the country this summer with Chevrolet as a communications and journalism fellow, and then attending the University of Southern California in the fall as their graduate fellow to receive my master's in PR and advertising.
Okay, Dr. Langmia, let's give all of our graduates a hand. Our chairman is going to close.
All right. Parents, I want you to look at your kids up there.
Set the picture up nice. Don't. Just wait. It's going to be cute when I'm done. Just wait, right?
And as I told you, I don't know whether we've prepared them the way you wanted. You've listened to the way they were speaking. Did you hear any Did you hear any like? So these are the communicologists we prepared for you. Now, to the graduate, please listen to me. You've been walking on the footpaths of those who founded this school in 1867. The African American anthem says, lift every voice. We are sending you to the world to lift anybody in your community. It's not about you. Think seriously about what you will do with the money you will earn. It's not about buying a house. It's not about getting the latest car or the most expensive cell phone. Lift every voice in the African American community, in the black ancestry. You are the eye of the blind, the movers and shakers. And to crown it all, you are going through the footprints of those who founded this institution in 1867. Please carry that Howard flag with us. Make sure your voice is heard with that company that you're working with. Represent us well, and in grad school, choose the topic. The topic you choose is about uplifting us, and of course, use critical race theory to advance the black ancestry. Thank you so much.
You, come. You're going to stand in the front. Jayla, come in the front. Yep, you're going to stand in the front. Micah, stand in the front. Pink dress, come stand in the front. No, you're going to come down here with me. Stand in the front. Stand in the front. Anybody who's willing to sit right here, sit on the stage. You're going to be right behind them. I need about 10 to sit on the stage. That's about enough. Hold. Stand, line up. Yeah. Vertically challenged people like me, next. Come towards the front. There you go. Come on, don't make me point you out. I know you know who you are. Here we go. Come on. Taller folks in the back, and then we're going to make sure we can see every face. If you feel like you're not being seen, come sit in the front. We got a good space right here. So, folks in the back, we could stand 1 or 2 people to come all the way down or sit on the stage. Thank you. She's gonna go. Oh, perfect. Are we getting everybody? Are we there yet? Quiet strength. We're not seeing you. There we go. Can we see quiet strength? Shatira, I would love you in the front so we can really see you. Shatira, come to the front. All right. I think we're getting there. Are we getting there? You got on a cute dress too. You want to come to the front? You want to come to the front? Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Yeah, Shatira right there. There you go. Wait. Are we there? Do we feel like every mama has a good picture? I'm trying to help your mama. Back row. No. We're not going to do that. Right here in the cute dress. All the way down. 3 out.
Can't be English, that had to be French. Some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But if the ground matter slip and I fall, it's them so I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Me and you are no beef. I is the police and you is the thief. People you think is your friend, them only there cause you have money to spend. Some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But when your head hot and can't see your way, who you best call? I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Who me? I don't watch people, man. I'm looking for house and land. Who me? I don't watch people things. I's a queen. I have my own king. Some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. Ask them how they get their Gucci purse. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Me and them can't be friends. I fight the battle and Jah give me health and strength. Now it's we. That can't be English, that had to be French. Some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But if the ground matter slip and I fall, it's them so I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Me and money to spend. Some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But when your head hot and can't see your way, who you just call? I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Jump, 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 jump.
Dear Father in heaven, about time to take over. You don't tell me I trouble you. Back down to Lucifer. I know the fellow pastor, they be for mom. Father na father. See me, I don't busy my call. I won't focus on you, on God. Father in heaven, sometimes I got your blessing. He did take to show for face. He be like he HIV. Church for club, kitchen for club, land for photo. Make them know mommy.
Preston.
Feel
how you healing? Cause I'm about to get into my feelings. How you feeling? How you feel right now? Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm way too fine to be distressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay, alright. It's about damn time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay, alright. It's about damn time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. That's how I feel right now.